I've had type 1 diabetes since about the age of 11 years old. And over the years, I've noticed that people that I've seen in the Facebook groups or people that I've coached that have diabetes or people I've gone to school with that have diabetes, I've noticed that everybody that I have come into contact with diabetes, for the most part, has had these limiting beliefs into what they can do with diabetes. It seems to be that so many people think that having diabetes defines them, and they feel that because they have this chronic disease, that they can't live a happy, fulfilling life. They seem to believe that their life is over. They feel that they have no purpose. They feel like life is not worth living because they have this chronic disease. And I just want to touch on that for a moment and address the fact that it's not easy having a chronic disease. Let me first start there and talk about the difficulties of having a chronic disease and being diagnosed with a chronic disease. At the time that I was diagnosed, I was about the age of 11 years old. And I remember the doctor and the nurse coming into the hospital room telling me that, "I'm so sorry to tell you this, but you have diabetes." I didn't know what that meant. I just pretty much was like, okay, because I didn't know what that meant. I didn't know what that entailed. They told me that I would have to eat differently. I would have to exercise more. I'd have to do things differently. And so I just pretty much walked away from that experience with that ideal in mind that things are just going to be different from here on out. Otherwise, my health would be so bad that I'd end up back in the hospital room. And so when you're diagnosed, I feel like there's such a gap in the medical system where when you go to the doctors and they're telling you certain things, it's more like a rushy kind of thing because they only have a few minutes to be in a room with you because they have other patients they need to see. And because of that, it's limited information as into what they're telling you. And so pretty much what I've come to realize in my own personal health and well-being is that I had to be my own researcher. I had to do things to get a better understanding of what my diabetes was and how it was really affecting my life. And so many people that are diagnosed with diabetes, they don't do the research. They take what the doctors have told them as gold and they just run with it. They don't look into it to see if there's a way to get better with this. I had a doctor one time tell me that I wouldn't even live to see the age of 40 years old. And it's crazy the things that you hear when you go to the doctors. Hearing something like that is an eye-opener for you, of course, because you're thinking, wow, if they're telling me this, then my health really needs to get better from here on out. And you're also thinking that that's very scary, and I get it. And I'm also glad to say that that doctor was wrong because I am over that age and I definitely have gotten better in my health and well-being, all because of me utilizing the things that I've come to find out that will give me better health and well-being. And I'm so happy to say that I am almost completely off of my diabetes medications because of the tools that I utilized in my health and well-being. And I would love to share that with anyone who is seeking to have a way out of the chronic disease, no energy, having complications, whatever you're going through with your diabetes struggle. But I say all of this to say that you have to believe in yourself no matter what. Sometimes life hits us hard with so many things, and it's so understandable why people will doubt themselves and, doubt their capabilities and find themselves thinking, am I even able to accomplish anything? But those are limiting beliefs. And even though you have diabetes, you can still live a happy, successful, fulfilling life. There are so many people that are doing it. You just have to realize that diabetes does not define who you are. And if you truly want to live a happier life, if you truly have goals and dreams to be successful, if you have visions of doing something that you love and that you've always dreamt about doing, I say go for it. Don't let the fact that you have diabetes be a reason to not pursue your hopes and your dreams, because you can do it. You just have to believe in yourself, and you have to make the choice to start. Don't just tell yourself that you're going to start. Actually be proactive and start. And I guarantee you that once you do it day by day, whatever that life goal or dream that you have for yourself, once you start day by day implementing it, working on it, you're going to feel happier about yourself. And it's going to open up more doors for you to see yourself in a better light. And also, you're going to start believing that you can do anything with diabetes and that diabetes doesn't define you. Something to think about.